for lack of a better term, you're the owner of a business or the manager of a business with a $100,000 a year budget and 80 guys that you have to control.
The skills that I'm learning here are going to help me interact with people, learn how to lead, how to manage a team.
Between event procedure and risk management, there's so many things I'm going to take back to my chapter that I learned here, and I just can't wait to see how it changes my chapter.
We claim to be leaders on campus. We say that that's our birthright, if you will, by being Greek. So it's important for us to actually walk the walk and talk the talk.
One of the main things that the foundation does is support scholarships and educational programs. The program this weekend is a perfect example, really. It's called the Kirby Leadership Conference. We bring in Phis of all of our chapters across the country and Europe and put them through a training class of 2 or 3 days, fairly intense, sort of upper level kinds of issues that any chapter could run into.
Each group is going to be assigned one famous leader. Using Daniel Goleman's research with Korn Ferry, we were showing undergraduates how they could use different leadership styles in order to bring the best out of their undergraduates.
Calmly debate, calmly talk about what you're going to do. Being 3 steps ahead of everything, thinking about all the consequences of your decisions.
Give them the option to choose what they want to do so then they feel more passionate about it. It's just all about kind of being smart about how you word the things that you need to say.
All of those themes set context and expectation and an environment, and think, what are the implications of the environment you're setting?
I think we're making progress with awareness, and I think that's not just speaking to the work that Zeta Psi does in educating the members here, but I think also what they're receiving on their college campuses. And in those discussions, we get to sort of think about, oh, this is a new topic, or this is maybe a new way that we want to present this going forward.
The question is, the networking benefits of fraternal organization as outlined in the fraternity paradox.
The value of this exercise is that they can argue both sides so that when they take this back to their chapter, they're already prepared to answer all of these questions because they've been through this debate before.
Single-sex organizations play a huge role on college campuses, from fraternities and sororities to different clubs and sports. Without them, students would not be able to immerse themselves into the university and get the full experience.
If organizations from both sexes are being penalized, then how is this policy inherently discriminatory?
Where else can a student go to find a better international, intergenerational, and connected group of people who just want to see them thrive?
We believe that single-sex organizations should not stand up against Harvard and Harvard's sanctions, as Harvard is a private institution that is entitled to deal with those organizations as they see fit.
These single-sex organizations allow for networking opportunities, career opportunities in the future. These people are business partners that you meet.
There's 47 of us here. It's great to have a great resource to know all the guys. You know, we have a group chat now for the next year that we're Phis, and beyond that we can bounce ideas off each other.
Risk management. It's a major area for a number of reasons. We know today's society is litigious. We know that lawsuits have occurred and continue to occur because of some dumb and stupid things that individual fraternity chapters do.
We've put together a risk management scenario for undergraduate leadership to go through over the course of the day, where we're giving them information of the events that unfolded at a party that happened last night.
She had a drink or two. Did Rob sleep at your place?
As a recent undergraduate president myself, I'm able to rely on some of those experiences that I had to work through or questions we had on campus.
Gives an opportunity for the undergraduates to practice, to make all the mistakes that they could possibly make in a safe environment.
The fact that I get to talk to actual lawyers and learn about the profession from real people that are in the same brotherhood as me is an amazing opportunity that I can't thank people enough for.
Last night we had the honor of having Jim and Evelyn Piazza here to speak to the Zeta Psi group, which was our undergraduate Phis, elder board members, and even Lafayette faculty. You know, the Piazzas are unfortunately famous for having their son Tim die in a hazing incident at Penn State University.
This is our last family photo. 30 days later, Tim was dying in a basement with no one really willing to help him.
Prosecutors say the footage from the basement of the Beta Theta Pi house shows fraternity brothers giving the 19-year-old pledge at least 18 drinks of beer, wine, and vodka, all in just an hour and 22 minutes.
Instead of talking about how Tim was hazed, I want you to put yourself in our shoes. Who here has a brother or sister close in age to you? Close enough to be in college at the same time? If not, consider your best friend, and consider that you are both going to the same college. Now, close your eyes, and imagine that your brother is going to pledge a fraternity, and it started last night. You get a call from your brother's roommate saying he didn't come home last night, and that's not like him. He always comes home. You decide something is wrong and call the hospital to see if he's there. They say, yes, there's been an accident, come right away. You rush to the hospital and see your brother on life support, neck brace, bruises and blood on his body and head, eyes half open.
I looked at the doctor and I said, if somebody would have called for help a lot earlier, would we have a different outcome here? And he said, yeah.
You know, that's devastating, and I can't imagine how hard it must be for them, but you know, they realize the importance and they don't want any other parents to feel the same pain they have.
They kind of brought all of the potential hazing stuff into a more humanistic light, where people view not just as, oh, pledge, or oh, you know, this guy, whatever. It's an individual who is someone's boyfriend, who's someone's son.
I was happy that they were trying to get our chapter not only to continue to exist, but be better. And I really hope that like the rest of the chapters listen, because I know for sure that I listen to them, and I'm gonna make sure my chapter does better than it ever has.